All right, traders, check this out. We got here another one of those strong trading techniques. Probably one of the strongest trading techniques we have in our disposal, which is in large unknown to the trading community. So we're going to tell you all about it, but we're going to do that in our unique style, which means we're going to combine this with a real life trading opportunity that we actually got involved, right? Just recently, pulled the trigger here. Euro versus the Canadian. I want to talk about the trading pattern first, right? It involves two ingredients. The first is a solid, strong key level system or support and resistance system, and a gap, right? The combination of a solid, strong support and resistance system and a gap makes this gap qualified, basically. All right. Now, we're going to focus on one of the key levels here in the system, the 46.49, right? We know it's a big one. We know it's a strong support because price came from above, right? And it actually tried already to penetrate in previously, right? We've seen a few attempts here on the downside for probably 4 or 5 consecutive days. It just couldn't break through, but it was successful last Friday, guys. This is last Friday, right? The end of the week. It had this phenomenal turnaround, right? This phenomenal reversal, a single day, swift upside, downside move, and it ended up breaking through that 46.49, mind you, with a weekly confirmation, right? And then take a look what happened, right? The market just opened a few hours ago. It gapped up. In fact, it gapped up precisely over that 46.49. So this is what I'm talking about. When you combine a gap over a significant key level, it becomes a qualified gap. Now in this case, this is the double crossover gap. That's the name of the trading pattern. Now double crossover gap means that price had crossed over the key level first, then it gapped over it against that move, right, against where it came from, and now it's supposed to cross it over again. That's going to be the double crossover. All right. Once it does that, it's going to be qualified, right? The pattern is going to be qualified, and it's ready for use, basically. Now, even though we haven't really waited for the second crossover, we're already very familiar with this trading technique. So we actually pulled the trigger before time, sending just 50% of the position. And once we have that second crossover, hopefully today or tomorrow or whenever, but it has to be soon, right? Like in the next couple of days or so. Then, of course, we'll be increasing the position, basically. We're going to send another 50%. We're going to push this position to 100% full force, right? But we're basically expecting that second crossover and that double crossover gap pattern to be completed. And the expectation, of course, is for price just to keep moving to the same direction it came from, right? It came from above. It's supposed to cross over that level again, basically just to cover, cover the gap, right? That's what it's supposed to do. So it's supposed to close that gap and then just continue with the same direction, the same momentum it came from. All right. Obviously, the natural placement for the stop loss level, once you pull the trigger, is the edge of the move that led to that breakdown, right? So it's the highest high on Friday, right? We're talking about 46.45, a bit of a margin on top of that highest high will put you somewhere around 47.60. That's where we decided to place our stop loss level. And of course, we're going to aim for the next imminent key level in our key level system here. That's 45. That's where we see price basically land eventually and probably find here massive support level. We're going to be out once that happens. But that's pretty much our primary target and final destination. So it's going to be super interesting to follow up on this one very closely. And of course, we'll come back and keep you posted. All right, that's about that for this one. Euro versus the Canadian. Till next time, be well.